Hey, everybody, you're going to want to listen all the way through this episode because we have got some pretty serious news for one member of the Fugees that I will counter with some years-old news that I've been telling Kelly about on how you can actually see the Fugees perform. Years. Still there, though.
Still
available
listen.
for you, too.
You're also going to find out why the year 1995 is so ripe with amazing tunes that want to really make you embrace the bosom of that decade.
Well, look at us back in the 90s. How are you, Kel?
I love living in the 90s.
I mean, yeah, it's promise. It's the promise of the show title, right? 90s now.
Yeah. Actually, this is completely unscripted, but when you have a moment, if you want to bring it back, I have a 90s fashion update for you.
Yep. Okay, I will pencil that in just to make sure we're all wearing the right thing. What we can tell you for sure around the fashionista that is Kelly, we have a bit of a reunion from our favorite zip code.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that because why not? That's fun, right? Kelly's trivia, handmade and designed to make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, you feel really good when you get them.
Yeah. You do.
And ragey when you don't. But that's, I mean, it's the balance of emotions. Your 90s rewind will go to the heart of our favorite decade. Do you see my hands making this gesture? It's heart. Like it's big boobs.
Yeah.
Your 90s rewind will go to the big boobs of our favorite decade. It won't. It's just the heart of it. And I'm not sure why I did my hands like that, but for those of you that aren't watching us, I think you got the visual now.
Yeah.
Where do we want to start, Kel? I think that we should start in the Fugees camp.
Let's do it. Yeah, this is a rough one.
Whoa, man. Fugees OG Pras Michel has been sentenced to 14 years in jail. Let us start there. This is not for nothing. Mm-hmm. From the quick read that I put on the story that we both had was that it's for conspiracy and illegal foreign lobbying charges. Doesn't sound like something that you'd want a Fuji to be a part of, you know?
Yeah. And I think it was surrounding, because this was, so I think like he was dealing with this as of like some kind of situation legally came down in 2023. And now this is the sentencing. So I think the verdict came down at the tail end of 23, I think. Mm-hmm. And I believe this had something to do with like the Obama campaign like this was from a while ago, right?
So like there's at least a couple of examples along with the 10 guilty counts that he's faced. Excuse me. But it dates back to Obama's run in 2012, but then also Donald Trump's admin in 2017. So that was that. 10 guilty counts, $64 million is what it's already cost him. But apparently he had said that he was hoping for a pardon from Donald Trump. Yeah. I'm thinking you probably shouldn't say that stuff out loud so people can hear you. You know? But now he's scheduled to turn himself in January.
Yeah, and 14 years, and if nothing changes, he'll be out at 67 because I went and did the math.
You went and did the math. It didn't just dawn on you. You went somewhere.
No, because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how old he was to start. So I knew he was in his 50s, but until I did the check. Yeah.
I went to my desk in the corner.
Yeah.
I did the math.
And I did this, Sharon.
Like used all my fingers and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. This, I mean, we hear, it's funny though, that when we hear about our favorite celebrities, singers, actors, otherwise, that get in trouble with the law and find themselves with, prison time or out for good behavior or yada, yada, yada. This is, I mean, it seems sort of outside of the musical realm. You want him to stay inside the musical realm.
Yeah. And like, if you had have put 10 artists in a line and said, pick the one that's going to get involved in this type of trouble, he definitely would have not been my top choice. Like, I didn't even know this was something he would have even dipped a toe into. Like, why?
Yeah.
So... And that $64 million like monetary part of this, like nowhere where I read, I don't know if you saw something else, but I don't know if he's been able to pay that back because I don't know that he would have. That's a lot of money,
That's a lot.
and that's a lot of money even for some. Because like, didn't we talk about Britney a few years ago? Like, apparently she's like, and I say only because you and I have also talked about the fact that I think at least, that she should be in the 200 millions at least. But she
Hmm.
was like, what was it, 50 something that she's worth or
Yeah.
has or, and so if she's still has that, and she was a global superstar, and yes, Praz was, but not as a solo artist.
Right. So
So
they're sharing the pot, is what you're
yeah,
saying,
so that's it. And
of
so like
money.
it's difficult to believe he would have $64 million laying around. So
Yeah. Agreed.
and yeah, it's just, and then so I had actually talked about this on my radio show, and yeah, so like we're definitely not getting a full Fugees reunion for at least, a decade and a half.
If we were talking about a Fuji's reunion, and I know that I've mentioned this to you before, and I'm relatively certain that you have not taken my advice on this, but it was 20 years ago this year,
Hmm.
like just this past September, that a certain film made its debut at the Toronto International Film Festival. It then made its way into theaters that following March. And that's Dave Chappelle's Block Party, Kelly. And I mean, this many years later, it's not a spoiling because you can just look it up.
Yeah.
They don't go, don't read ahead if you don't want to get spoiled. But in that incredible documentary style concert, um, the Fugees get back together, and it's awesome. So even though you'll go into watching it knowing what's going to happen, you're still like, heck yeah, look at
Yeah.
this. It's
Yeah.
very good. And it looks like it's on Netflix. So it's really like right there.
I'll have to try to figure this out. As you know, my better half is away for a few weeks. And
Does she
so
take the remote control with her?
yeah, so so maybe I'll get to watch what I. It was funny because the other night before she left, I was watching something, and I could tell she wanted to switch to something that she would normally.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you want me to leave?" No, of course not. Like, it's like I don't know if I believe you.
But can we watch something else? She's
Yeah,
thinking.
no, it's pretty interesting how like her and I uh have so much in common in other ways, but a lot of TV watching, no. Like it's
Hmm,
not like she does. We've I think talked about this before. Like she's very much into like this like the Severance type shows, like
the weird stuff.
yeah, existential stuff and
Yeah.
like these like weird like realities that like I'm like that's not real. And she's like it is for me. So
Altered states. Yeah.
yeah, I can't do it. And so so I can't watch that and she hates all of my war stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's all peaceful in Dave Chappelle's Block Party.
Yes.
And let me also remind you that while there will be a Fugees reunion
Yeah.
set in 2005,
Yeah.
you'll also see Kanye, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Common, the
Hmm.
Erica Badu, Jill Scott, The Roots, all of them, Kel.
All of them.
They're all there.
I do love
Dave
me a good
Chappelle's
Jill
Block
Scott.
Party. Yeah,
I wonder if that's
very
a
good.
drink. That should be a drink, the Jill Scott.
The Jill Scott, yeah.
Yeah. She's
And
amazing.
the Erica Badu decision making. That's what
Yeah.
happens after too many Jill Scotts.
Did you ever see Jill Scott in action?
Not in person, but in Dave Chappelle's Block Party.
Great. She came to Montreal in '05, I believe it was, and it was one of the best shows. Like,
There you go.
and she's so good at obviously being a vocalist and all that,
Yeah.
but not everybody is good at being very comfortable on stage in between songs and like just
Yeah.
weaving everything. Like Jan Arden's very good at it. You know, like there's certain people. Sarah McLachlan must be good at it too. I've never seen her,
Yes. I just saw her a couple of weeks ago and she's fantastic. It's like
yeah,
you're at their home in their living room invited to where they are.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, you feel like you're a part of it. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
And it's funny too, like especially like for a Jan Arden type, I would say, and maybe Sarah is like this also, but I feel like Jan and Jill were similar because like they're very funny, you know?
Hmm.
And Jill was
Yeah.
very funny when she was on stage, like in between the songs. And I remember her telling the story and like we were all just dying of laughter. And then she like hit it and like went into like
Yeah.
song. So it was
I
very
love
good.
that. I
Yeah.
love that. Well, we are going to talk about if it's not your favorite zip code, certainly one of the most famous zip codes, and a bit of a reunion that recently happened around that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, want to thank everybody for subscribing and for liking and commenting. I mean, truly, we like the positive comments the best. That should go without saying. But we appreciate that you've taken the next steps, given us feedback on the show.
hmm
We'd love it if you would subscribe. So feel free to do that, and thank you in advance for doing it. We appreciate your likes and stuff too. So thank you for making us feel heard. Really.
Yeah. And also, so our question of the week, I think based off what we've just talked about with regards to the Fugees is like, what group, whether it's hip hop or like heavy metal or pop or whatever, do would definitely want to see a reunion from?
Yeah, amazing that Oasis is off that table now because
And
it's
Guns N'
happened.
Roses, and obviously Guns has been off for a long time, but because
Yeah.
those were two things like I wasn't sure if we'd ever see that work out. So
Yep.
and the fact that they have now, everybody else seems like if they can, like
Yeah. No
come on
kidding.
now.
Yeah.
So
I know that a lot of the heavier rock fans are considering coming to Montreal because we've got AC/DC set to perform, we've got Iron Maiden set to perform,
mhm.
and now we've got the Vans Warped Tour coming back too. So it's
Okay.
a very exciting time to be in Montreal, even though it's starting to be winter. This is what they do for us.
Yeah.
They give us shows to look forward to next summer,
Yeah.
next fall, that kind of thing.
And so just again, so question of the week is what, group, whether it's hip hop, pop, metal, would you like to see have a reunion? And Sharon, I would like to put forth, I would either like the full lineup of En Vogue
Ooh.
or the full lineup of Color Me Bad.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice. Um, I would like to reserve my answer until the end of the show.
Okay.
I'm going to have to think about it.
Okay.
And obviously, I've got a lot to think about now since I think we're ready to get hit by some trivia,
I like that you said hit.
like a punch in the face.
Yeah, like a big punch in the face. So, knowing that we are going to be speaking about our favorite zip code in mere moments, um, which real life musician guest appeared performing at the Peach Pit After Dark before they actually became a global superstar? So, they appeared on the show in the Peach Pit After Dark, and then not long after became like an actual well-renowned like musician artist.
Can I
Do you
get
want a
some
hint?
initials? Yeah, I
Sorry?
do. I do need initials.
Oh, initials? Okay. Um, I'm going to say this first. Part of the Mickey Mouse Club,
Male or female?
female.
Is it Christina?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm,
I kind of remember that.
yeah.
Peach Pit After Dark. Who didn't want to go there?
Yeah. In your white hammer pants. That would have been fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so second question, uh, and we just spoke of the Fugees. So before settling on the name The Fugees, the group performed under a different name. What was their original group name?
The Refugees?
Nope.
Darn it.
This one I did not know actually. So
Oh,
this is pretty epic. You ready for this? Are you gonna
ready
guess?
for it. Bring
The
it.
Rap Translators.
That's sort of lame.
It's not what they're about at all.
Well, no, and it sort of seems like who are you explaining yourself to? Your fans' mothers? We're the rap translators. We're going to make it clear.
There's
You
that.
know, it's a
That
bit
actually
odd.
sounds like the Rap Translator sounds like that game that Jimmy Fallon plays, like when it goes blue 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 blue, and then you get like the artist and like to sing it
Oh,
as like a
yeah.
polka or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
And that Ariana Grande seems to be incredibly good at that game.
Yeah, and so was I think she was on not that long ago, maybe a couple months at this point, but I saw Doja Cat.
Oh,
She was great at that I guess it's a song translator, right? I think is what it is.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
so she was very good at that. And there was somebody else. I don't know if she's ever done it, but it would be cool to see Mariah Carey. Has Mariah Carey done it? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. That
Yeah.
would be good.
Yeah.
They've done her,
Yeah, for sure.
certainly.
Yeah, because Ariana was great. Because didn't she do Celine? Like because she's, yeah, all
Yeah.
that stuff. She's very
All
good.
the all the
Yeah, for
they
sure
get
she
the
did Morale.
quirks. They get the
Yep.
vocal quirks done really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so you know what? Speaking of our question of the week that we asked, there is a reunion that's booked and ready to
Okay.
rock. We'll talk about that closer to your 90s rewind. Ahead of that, though, if we're going to a reunion site in 90210,
Yeah.
who would you want to get back together?
Like in 90210?
Well, I guess it's just an offshoot of the zip code that this reunion
Yeah.
is coming out of. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't that Brian Austin Green as David
Hmm.
was in a relationship with Tiffany Amber Thiessen, though they could have. And imagine all the names they'd have.
Yeah.
Just
So many
teasing.
names.
Everybody back then started using in the 90s, I think, started using their full names.
Mm.
First, middle, last.
And I know sometimes it was because either a fake initial or a real name because of somebody else being in the Actors Guild.
Right.
Isn't that why Michael J. Fox did that? I think so. I think so.
And Vanessa Williams.
Oh, right. Yeah.
One of them was Vanessa L. Williams.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, so they got together for an event. Now, the fun thing is that, like, to look at them as like a couple that once was, it's been many years since they were a couple
Like it must
in
be
real
30,
life.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got together for an event and they look all cute. And I have to say that when I read the headline of a reunion, I thought, oh, they're back together. They're
No.
not.
No.
No,
Not in
they're
real
not.
life.
No, it's just nice that they got together to do what they did.
Yeah.
Um, and nice that it's being reported on. And also nice that they happen to look exactly the same as they did 30 whatever years ago.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
The father of many children.
Yes, but isn't he was in a relationship with
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, thank you. And Megan Fox just had a child recently with Machine Gun
MJK.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly, who just did the halftime show of
Our
the
Super
Grey
Bowl.
Cup, which is the
Yeah.
CFL, Canadian
Yeah.
Football League, and MGK was a halftime show. And I have to say,
Did you watch
as
it?
we further go offshoot of the story of
Yeah.
90210 and Brian Austin Green and Tiffany Amber Thiessen, further away from that for a moment, that I honestly went into watching that show, the halftime show, with like, nah, I'm not going to be impressed by this. I'm not sure why this guy gets so much hype, blah, blah, blah. And he was very good.
Yeah.
And I wasn't pleasantly surprised. I was just satisfied, like he did a really good job. So I was happy
Yeah.
for him. And I'm big enough to say, good for him.
Yeah. And they did a piece on him, I want to say 2 or 3 months ago, because he was out doing a bit of a promo tour before the tour like kicked off, like promoting his album and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very kind to his fans. And I think that's a pervasive thing with him. I think that's why many of them have like stayed along for the ride. And it was nice because I don't think I expected that from him. Not that I thought he was going to be awful or anything, but he seemed genuinely like one girl he met has been with him forever, like loving him or whatever. And I think she has a kid now. And like, he was just very sweet, like, and appreciative of like her devotion to him. So I thought that was cool.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
Now,
Back to 90210.
back to 90210.
Yeah.
It was, they did a thing for Sandals
Yeah.
and they have a foundation, Sandals Resort. I can tell you that I know about this foundation. I learned that last year when my co-host and I broadcast our show there from Jamaica.
Mm.
What did you make of that? And I know also that it would be easy to find the Jamaican Red Cross. There are food banks. There are organizations that are on the ground through the government, even ways that you can help because Jamaica has obviously suffered quite a loss, devastation after the hurricane hit.
Hmm.
So if you're in a position to restore the beauty of a country that you dream of going to, knowing that the people that are genuinely good, kind, salt of the earth people, you could help by going to the Red Cross and help them that way.
And a shout out to Sean Paul, I believe it is. And there's
Hmm.
someone else that's escaping me, but also our Canadian superstar, The Weeknd. He donated $350,000
Mm,
for like to I think specifically about food requirements, like to try to get, the food in to help all these people that have been devastated by this hurricane. So,
yeah,
yeah.
it's tough, eh? Like, I mean, to be at the mercy of a weather system like
Hmm.
that, you don't realize how fragile your surroundings are until, they're not, they don't stand the storm.
No, and it's interesting too, I find like where until something whatever it is happens to you, like you can be empathetic and hopefully you can donate or whatever it is you try to do. But like, yeah, until it happens, like you can't understand. And like, cause even like, and I think now we're so used to because we see everything on YouTube or whatever it is that we get our video feeds from, like social media, whatever, it's so easy to be removed from a situation. Like you see it and it's like, what's next? Like you just,
Hmm.
and I think in a way with like, we'll use Jamaica as the recent example, but like I can't imagine what they're dealing with, you know? Like I just went
Yeah.
through 18 hours, what is it, 2 weeks ago without power because of the little storm that we had here with
Right.
like too much like very heavy snow.
Yeah.
And like I was getting tired by the 18 hours, but like these people are I'm sure out indefinitely. Like it's not going to be a month or it's going to be whatever it's going to be. So I have so much respect for any community that has to go through any of this. So,
Yeah. Yeah. There's a bit of a common thread to our stories today, somehow. A common thread that weaves them all together. It may not be the same, but when you think of sadness and what Jamaica's dealing with, last show we talked about that we were going to check in with the Osbournes, and then
hmm.
somehow that got away from us. So the news from the Osbournes, who've been taking their time since the passing of their patriarch and the Prince of Darkness for the rest of the world, Ozzy Osbourne, Sharon and Jack and Kelly Osbourne's podcast is proving to be cathartic for the three of them, and certainly fans of Ozzy's, that they are able to share their feelings that way, and it's quite raw. Loss is something that a loss of a person in your life, a loved one, um, is not something I think that has a guideline for how fast or slow it's supposed to go or how it's supposed to feel. But you can see that it's taking them time for it all to sink in, and they have said that they've read all the cards and all of the messages and gave their great thanks for how helpful it was for them. And that's how in my experience, that's all you can do is just let people know that you're there if they need you, and just to be kind of a steady presence. Now, what was interesting, I think, from my perspective as a fan and a fan of things lining up, not that I wished Ozzy go sooner than he should have, but I think that um, I think it's also kind of like magical that he had this great farewell concert where everybody that he meant something to in music and friendship and every arena of his life got to pay tribute and thank him and thank Black Sabbath, and that those fans then got to see him perform for the last time, that he put his whole self into being strong enough to perform. And then that's his swan song, literal swan song. Like he did it.
Hmm.
Was that his raison d'être? Was that the thing that he was meant to do? And then whoever decides these things said, well, that's it. You're done. You're done there.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty
Yeah.
magical that way.
Yeah. And I read an article from his oldest son, whose name escapes me. You would know it. Uh,
Yes,
so
I
not
would.
not the Jack and the Kellys of the family,
Yep. Hmm.
but he talked about how during the funeral procession, like he thought he had in his mind how many people he thought would be along that route.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said he could not believe just how many people there were, like width-wise in a way, and then the length of it. Like he thought it was going to kind of be like 2 or 3 people deep for X amount, like a kilometer or whatever it was. But he's like,
Yeah.
is like it was like a gajillion people wide and like 2 miles long or whatever. Like it was just and you could see he was and or in like in the reading of this article, like it like really was like so appreciated by all of them and in his mind unexpected. Like he didn't realize just how
Mm-hmm.
deep Ozzy affected so many different people.
Yeah. I still hear from fans at my work. We're a rock station. I work at Shome in Montreal, and we still get texts from people saying that they're still processing it and
Yeah.
that they still miss him. And that I think that means something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, we know we talk about our favorite artists all the time. We know what the music means to us. We appreciate it. It makes us feel better in every possible way. So
Mm-hmm.
when there's loss like that, it impacts the fans for sure. So
Yeah.
everybody has to take their time with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like yeah, because even all these years later, like we're coming up on year 9 since my boy George left
Boy,
us.
boy George, not boy George, but George Michael.
Yeah, George Michael. Yeah. Yeah, I've been
Kelly's boy,
yeah.
comma George.
Yeah. Um, slip of the
Yeah.
tongue there.
Oh
But yeah,
man.
I can't believe it's 9 years since he's passed. And like, I felt off for at least a week back in 2016.
Yeah.
Like, I was worse. I was not good for longer, but like, I would say a week, it's like I felt off kilter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I felt that way also with, when Lisa Left Eye Lopez passed away.
Boy, that was startling.
Yeah, and like that one really bothered me because I loved her so much, and then also it did not sit well with Aaliyah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah, too young.
yeah.
If we can go back to Ozzy for a quick sec, just that concert that we were talking about benefited um, Birmingham Children's Hospital, the Acorn Children's Hospice, and Cure Parkinson's. Those three organizations were to get fair shares equally distributed on what was being reported as $200 million,
Hmm.
which it did not raise that much. So the word was 11 million in the end. That's what Sharon Osbourne was quoted as saying. So Back to the Beginning was the name of the concert experience.
Yeah,
Um, but $11 million. So when you think of the long list of artists that were there and the fact that they, were put up in hotels and et cetera, that chips away at the dollars for sure. But $11 million is still a lot of dollars.
hmm.
So it ends up, I think, still being very good news.
And just piggybacking off that for a second, just a shout out to Billie Eilish.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in the news off and on over the last few weeks because she was honored with an award, and I don't know if you and I talked about this, but so she got an award by the Washington Post, I think it was. So she was in New York. There was a bunch of bigwigs in the room, including, I believe, Mark Zuckerberg, et cetera, et cetera. And so she called out people, not by name, but said, I know that there's people in this room that are, wealthier than me. And if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? Like, you need to be giving away your money to so many causes, including climate change, that, could help. And so then she was presented with her award, and then it was let it be known by, I think it was Stephen Colbert actually that handed her the award, that she herself, from her last tour, ponied up $11.5 million for various like initiatives, including
Mm-hmm.
food equity, I believe. So I love that this like early 20-year-old woman
Yeah.
is putting her money where her mouth is. And yeah, all these other dudes that have gajillions of dollars. And I'm sure some of them do stuff, but like, yeah, like if she, because she's not a gajillionaire, for sure she's a millionaire, like I'm sure a
Oh,
few
yeah.
times over, but for her to be able to, do this and make sure that this, and she's very aware of the legacy she wants to leave.
I mean, the fact is that you don't begrudge anybody their millions or their wealth or their whatever,
Hmm.
but you really only need so much
Hmm.
to be able to live a really great life and maybe take care of the generation after you and teach them how to make that amount work for the generation after them.
Hmm.
and peacefully coexist in the world where there is great imbalance. And like Billie Eilish said, we don't need billionaires.
Yeah.
We need to level it off so that we can help the people that are on the exact opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah. And if you have a
Good for
chance to
her.
like Google it, because like this, it's like it's a very short speech. Uh, is I don't even know if it's 30 seconds, but it was just like I appreciate her. Like, because again, she
Hmm.
wasn't calling anybody out by name. Of course, she wouldn't do
No.
that, but it was just more like an overall sense. Like she knew she was in a room with billionaires.
Yeah.
And so this 20-something-year-old woman decided to say things that I don't think other people would have said. So,
It's good to make people uncomfortable too, because if you're uncomfortable, there's probably a reason.
right. Yeah.
What do they say? That's a you problem,
Yeah.
said billionaire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kelly, are you ready for a 90's
Let's
rewind?
do it. So
Let's
is
go
it
back to, yeah.
you tell me the year again?
The heart of our, sorry, let me reenact it. The heart
Yeah.
of our favorite decade.
I just wanted you to do that again. That's why I asked you to
The
like
coconuts of our favorite decade. It's 1995.
great
We
year.
could, if it was 1998, we could put the eight sideways, and that
Yeah.
would make it more sense. But it's 1995, and Whitney Houston was topping the charts with "Shoop, Shoop, Shoop" and "Exhale." Wasn't that
Mm-hmm.
fantastic? She skyrocketed to the top of the charts with that one. Close second because she was around this time in '95 that Mariah Carey had been number one the week before with "Fantasy."
Oh, a good song. Great
Come
song.
on.
Yeah.
How about the 1, 2, 3 punch it with some Coolio and LV and Gangsta's Paradise?
That was on repeat forever. Like
Yeah.
great song.
That was one of those songs I think that blurred the lines of parents and kids.
Yeah.
Like everybody knew that song. It wasn't just a cool song for kids to have.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, your mother likes it too. Now go to your room.
Yeah. We
Speaking of,
go.
no, I was going to say, speaking of cool dudes, we can transition over to LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool James.
They do.
Hey, lover.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great song.
Yeah.
I haven't thought
There's a
about that song in a hot minute. That's a great song.
Yeah, that was that album in 95 for him that was just kept on giving.
Yeah. What was the name of that one? Was it
I realized as I said that was that album that you were going to say what it was, and I can't remember what it's called,
it
Kelly.
wasn't like it's I know it's not titanium, but I feel like it was some kind of name like that, wasn't it? Phenomenon, wasn't it?
Oh, was it that
Because
was
it was
because
something
that's
like a phenomenon, I think was the lead single, right?
I love that song so much.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I have that album too.
Yeah.
Is it It's Mr. Smith
Yeah. Oh, that's
is
the name
the
of the
album.
album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um Now what were you going to say that
No,
we
I just
seem
when
to
I about so I just quickly about the Gangster's Paradise. We did a spoof of that in my CJEP communications. Like we had like this acting thing that we did, and we put
Yeah.
together these productions, and so we actually did a spoof of that, like that scene where like Michelle Pfeiffer is like talking to the kids in the class. Like it was
Were you
really.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, I was not. I was one of the I was one of the students. Yeah.
One of the bad
I
seeds.
was one of the bad seeds. I actually
You
need to
can't
remember.
reach me, Teach.
And she just had like the cool jeans and then the leather jacket.
And the look that says, I care about you,
Yeah.
even though I'm a soft blonde.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of cool ladies, I think you've heard of Janet Jackson.
Can I guess the song?
Yes.
Runaway?
Yes.
Woo!
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yep.
Nice one, Kel.
Thank you.
I'll leave you with a couple of, well, and by a couple, I mean three. Redefining couple. A song that once you hear, it's one of those ones where you hear the title and you're like, oh, that. Back for Good from Take That.
Yeah.
And Take That. You're not going to get the song out of your head when you hear, I want you back. I want you back. I want you back for good.
Yeah.
Loopy
Yeah.
earworm. Kiss from a rose. Let's
Oh,
be perplexed with Seal. Why are you kissing roses, Seal?
yeah. That was the Batman soundtrack, wasn't it?
Like legit, I want to know.
I'm pretty sure.
Unless Rose is a person.
Less, yeah, exactly. Imagine if Rose is a person. I
Yeah.
love the seal. Yeah.
Do you?
I love the seal.
The
Yeah.
Seal. Ladies and gentlemen, the Seal.
Yeah.
He comes out clapping like that.
Imagine. He's so beautiful. And when you see him like in a nice tux with like the open shirt,
Yes,
like,
agreed.
and he's like a stunning human. Like he's beautiful. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then his voice happens and you're like, he's the best like ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very good. And so let me drop one singular word title on a band that has reunited to hit the road again. The song is Name, and the band the Goo Goo
Oh,
Dolls.
they've reunited?
Yep, they're going
That's
on tour.
great.
Yep.
That's amazing. Good for them.
Yeah, bro.
You need
So,
to, so I'm going to ask the question again.
yes.
What band would you like to see reunite, whether it's hip hop, pop, metal, country, like from the 90s? Do you want to see reunite?
What band do I want to be reunited so it will feel so good?
Yeah.
Um, hmm.
I don't think my Color Me Bad While You Ponder will ever happen because there was a physical altercation between two of them, I believe. So I don't think,
They mad at each other.
yeah, that's not gonna
You know
happen.
what? I'm gonna go ultra pop and say NSYNC
Oh, okay, that's good.
because
Yeah,
they kind of threaten to do things and whatever,
yeah,
and every time they do something, it's great.
yeah, yeah.
Like Better Place, that song from
The Trolls.
the Trolls 2, right?
Yeah.
I think that I listened to that song. I think that made my Spotify list last year of songs that you
Solid.
listen to too much. That's what that list really means. You've listened too much to that one.
Yeah,
Um,
solid.
but I love them. I love those harmonies. I love
Mhm.
that they've got such history, and honestly, Justin could use the hit. Wouldn't you say? He's not had a great year, has he?
Um, well, like there wasn't a big song off the album, but if you
Right.
like that made it to
Oh no,
pop
the
radio.
album's great. I mean, it's
But the album
it's
is very good, so I kind of
yeah,
don't know what happened because when you listen to it, you're like, "Oh, that's really good." And like, so I don't know if it was just they weren't feeling the vibe. Like, I don't know if he needed like a "Can't Stop the Feeling" track. You know what I mean?
yes.
By the way, just quickly, so we play a lot of Taylor Swift on my station.
Mm-hmm.
And we're obviously playing, so now we're playing her second single, "Oh Polite." We still do play, though, The Fate of Ophelia. And like, I would love your thoughts, Sharon. I think, like, obviously everybody's going to love a Taylor song, but I think part of the catchy factor for
Mm-hmm.
The Fate of Ophelia is simply the bass line.
Yeah.
It's like the cat, well, as soon, because like, as soon as that kicks in, like on bar, whatever it is, like 7 or 8 or whatever,
Yep.
like, you're just like, oh yeah, I'm here for this ride. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
I'm still wondering if I picked the right band.
The Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, I picked
Oh, in
NSYNC to get
sync, you
back
did.
together.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't have to pick the Goo Goo Dolls because they are,
They're
in
doing it.
fact,
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. I would love
No,
I'd love to
I'm
see
happy
my
with NSYNC.
I'd love to see my full lineup of En Vogue ladies. Yeah, I really missed Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's put them together with NSYNC, and we'll all go.
Yeah, exactly.
To date, you guys.
Love it.
Love it. Thank you everybody for joining us again, for following along, for taking us wherever it is that you are going. We feel like we're a part of your ride and we appreciate that. And again, we appreciate you subscribing and passing it on and giving us the feedback and answering our questions. Who's the band that you want to reunite? You can let us know on our socials and we'll talk about you in a good way next time. You got anything you want to say, Kelly?
Peace out.
Peace out. You guys, thank you for listening to 90s Now. Still happening.